Hello everyone, it's Daniel from the 5D Gaming Guru Guide. In this video, I will be doing the Eyes of Glouphrie quest. This can take place right after you complete the Grand Tree quest. The other prerequisites are level 46 magic and level 5 construction. It's back in 2006, this quest. No voice activation, old prompt style. For this quest, you need mudrune, maple log, oak log, a bucket of sap. So I have all of that. You can get a bucket, just evergreen trees around Runescape. I used the one in Catherby near the lodestone. I just use the bucket on the tree and it fills it with sap. Another thing is the combat. You need to defeat 6 evil creatures. Alright, and I believe these are the creatures that you have to get rid of. They're actually illusions. They're not really that cute. Um, Only if I discover the illusion, there's something else. Right, they're uh, spying machines. Alright, so there's a guy that says sometimes they're in a corner where I can't reach with melee. So I got these arrows and a bow so that just in case. Alright, so it's an intermediate difficulty, medium length, but some of the puzzles may take some effort, but we'll work through them. So medium might be a little bit long from the puzzles, but we'll see how it goes. 2 quest points reward, 12,000 magic experience, 2,500 woodcutting experience, 6,000 crafting, 250 construction, a mysterious small crystal seed, ability to use crystal singing bowls, and 2 treasure hunter keys. This mysterious small crystal seed, we will use that when I do the advanced construction video. If you see I got my construction 84. I'll be doing an advanced construction video, making a mid to high, mostly high level house. Still need 10 to 11 more levels, plus the saw, plus some other boosts to get everything. But I'll be able to do most of the stuff. But the crystal, I can make a saw out of it, and it helps. Um, it helps to make the construction projects a little earlier. We'll cover that when we get there. So we're going to go ahead and start the quest. I'll talk to Brimstail in his cave west of the Gnome Stronghold. So the cave, let me enlarge this map. Alright, I'm here at the spirit tree. You can teleport here from other spirit trees. There's one spirit tree in the Grand Exchange, and there's others around Runescape. Right. So there's agility here from Eagle's Peak here and here, and you can get in. The cave is here, so I'm gonna head over there. So I'll just resize this back down. Alright, so that's one here. It's a concealed cave. You see, if you look at it from on top or from around, you can't tell. If you look at it from afar, it's hard to miss. It's easy to miss, but once you're have it on the side and you're looking at it, you can tell there's a door. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in. Alright, again, there's another creature here. So, alright, talk to Brimstail in his cave. So here's Brimstail. Hello, adventure. What can I do for you? Alright, so let's see. What's that cute creature? Oh, Izzy, he's my pet. What kind of creature? I'm not sure. It's very cute though. Don't you think it's very restful having a pet, especially when you're stuck in the cave? So what do you think? What do you do down here, anyways? Isn't it obvious? I investigate thaumaturgy. I research the arcane. I attempt to explain the inexplicable. You study magic, then what kind of magic? I do a bit of magic myself, you know. Are you budding mage? I can tell you more about my research if you like. I guess that sounds fascinating. All right, so we go through the dialogue. All right. So let's see. We can. Right. We can go. So one option one is yeah, I love a bit of history, and two, I'm more interested in your researches right now, and three is I better get going. And all of us say I better get going before you start the quest. Usually doesn't let you start the quest, so let's try for the history, just in case. Uh, so I'm just gonna forward through this because we want to get the video done. Actually, the history is what actually started the quest. That's interesting. You usually is what's right now, but anyways. So here's the screen I just read. All right, and then we're gonna accept the quest. All right, we'll have a careful look at everything in the next cave, and I'll come back and tell me what you find. All right, so now we're gonna go into the next cave, and here's the singing bowl, crystal singing bowl. So, all right, so let me see now what. It's been about 10 to. How old is this quest? 14 years since I did this quest, so let me let's look. Alright, so expect the singing bowl. This is a beautiful and elegant looking singing bowl. It's clearly Elvish origin, and it reminds you of a large crystal drinking glass. Every now and then you're sure you hear the bowl resonate with sounds echoing in the cave, giving off a keening noise that makes you think for a moment that it's calling home. Alright, to the north, attempt to unlock Ruknuk's machine. Unlock Ruknuk's machine. And use the Ruknuk's exchanger. Alright, so this is the puzzle part. Alright, and then the space is multiplication. So uh, they say the circle doesn't really have sides, but they count it as one. And then the triangle has three sides. The square has four sides. The pentagon has five sides. And then red is one, orange is two, yellow is three, then green is four, blue is five, indigo is six, and violet is seven. So 7 times 1, 7 times 2. I mean, 1 times 1, 2 times 1, 3 times 1, 4 times 1, 5 times 1, 6 times 1, 7 times 1, and then times 3 times 4 times 5. And then we have to come up with a number to unlock the machine. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's the color guide. Alright, so that's all. And now we go back and type the Brimstail. There'll be a number that we have to replicate, and then if we match that number, and then we unlock the machine. So that's it. So if you're really bad at multiplication and addition, then this quest will be hard for you. But if you found a basic addition and multiplication, okay, then this quest will be easy for you. So see, I had a look at the other room. So what did you find? The custom looking machine wall in the center, and did tell Eleanor a little about that. There's also a strange looking machine. That's right. It's built by Ugmuk. How do you know? That room used by Ugmuk's workshop that used to recognize. I'd also recognize the style anywhere. What does it do? I have no idea, but I do know someone who might. There's one gnome left alive in the Ugmuk and King Heath, Rug, and Glouphrie for that matter. Who's that? Here, have a guess. Well, King Glouphrie already visited him. Oh, I know. You mean Hazelmere? Very good. Didn't he help create the gantry? That's right. He was also the third advisor to King Heathrow. He found and tended to the gantry. If you're really interested in all of this, then you could go do me a favor and visit Hazelmore for me. I've been meaning to go for a while, but have responsibilities here that only someone who wants to use that Rune essence mine. Of course, I'd love to. Good, good. Wait a minute. How am I going to translate everything he says? He's an old-fashioned kind of gnome. He doesn't like visitors very much, but I'm sure he'll want to talk about the old days. But he only speaks ancient. That may be true though, but he may just be faking it to deter visitors. Either way, he is just a wise old gnome. If he really wants to talk to you, I'm sure he'll find a way. Okay, if you say so. What do you want me to ask him? Well, ask him whatever he knows about Uckman's machine. And anything you can find about Glouphrie would be interesting. Would you agree? Right. So then I'd be on my way. I'll be back soon. All right. So here we go. Uh, I gotta go to Hazelmere. I should talk to Hazelmere and return the Brimstail. Alright, so he's near Yanel, so I'll use that lodestone. This looks like it here. What's this icon? I'm just curious. Ah, fairy ring. I thought there's a fairy ring here, right? So once we get to use fairy rings, we can actually port right here. I got around that quest. This about a dozen quests on this screen that I have to make videos for. So the mage starts to speak. What all you hear is blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Sako. It's not me to ask you some questions. Ha. Scary. Blah 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 blah. have questions about the good old days. Bristol tells me has some gnomish history. Blah, Brimstail, blah, 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 blah. It sounds like a fascinating time. It also says important things happened and events that should be forgotten. Huh. Larkany, blah, human, blah, 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 blah. He also found a machine. He says it was built by Utnuk, ha, blah, blah, Mina for, blah, 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 blah. I'm having a little fun reading the response. Blah, 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 Utnuk, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. He's third. Cinco. Blah, blah. Sorry, I don't understand the word you're saying. Sigh, impressive human. You feel very strange. And he's prodding around in my head. You feel very strange as if Hazelmore has started poking around in your head, and everything seems a lot clearer. Not bad for a human. You hear Hazelmore's voice in your head, but he's not moving his lips. Very strange. You understand what he's saying though, which is a bonus. Weird. How are you doing this? All magic's beyond your skill. So show me how to do this. This sounds impressive. Brimstail told me that gnomes don't trust mages these days. Can you hear me? They're asking, stop bordering on. You're giving me a headache. This mind speech is hard enough. Clear my mind. I'm reading your mind, foolish human. How do you think? Clear your mind. Uh, how uh, how do I think of nothing? I'll give it a go. Tasty lobster. Just shut up and listen. I have a story. We'll answer most of your questions. Back in time, we call a fourth age King Hathor had become king. The elves mysteriously decided to travel west, leaving most of Kandarin open for conquest. The humans weren't here yet, only King Hathor and the gnomes to the north, and a collection of gnome tribes to the south. Goblin tribes. Goblin. So gnomes and goblins. We did meeting history. So this took place before meeting history. If you did that quest, both armies were moved to claim the lands, and were of course desired to destined to meet in battle. And so it came to pass. Goblin and gnomes met at the battle. The Glouphrie and King Hazelmore had devised a plan. If you don't lead an invincible army, pretend you do. Alright, so he created an army of illusionary giant tortoises, knowing the goblins were scared of anything bigger than they were. Big Boss didn't say nothing about monster tortoises. He uses the tortoise is scary and pointy. We runs away. Runs away. Hey, what's that? Was that you next to the tortoise? That was a long time ago. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Sadly, the golden times here were not destined to last for long. There were once very special. There was once a very special spirit tree in the stronghold. Silver as a birch, old and wise. I considered him a friend. I called him Argento. His true name was unpronounceable. He was the first tree spirit that I befriended, and when I knew the best, I would sometimes travel visiting and finding other spirit trees, and some during such trip I was filled with great sense of foreboding. So these are the spirit trees. And I felt the sudden pain as if the king Mundi was crying out with the loss of a favorite child. And I knew that one of the old ones had died, and I had lost a friend. I rushed straight back to the grand tree, only to find that no one had noticed anything, and that Argento was still standing and seemed alive. But I knew something was wrong. He refused to talk to me, and the aura was no longer present. Someone had hidden his death. I talked to Ukmuk, and it was and he was incensed. Incensed, he immediately blamed Glorfrey, and although Ukmuk could be rather irrational when it came to Glorfrey, they never saw eye to eye. I knew that he was right this time. Glorfrey had used his magics to hide the truth from all of us. Ukmuk made a machine, an anti-illusion machine. Right, so here's what I said at the beginning: the illusion machine. Right, and with and some help from the elves, he prepared it and summoned advisors to Argento. Why have you summoned us here? You see, switch this machine on. What's the meaning of this? The spirit tree is dead. Gluffy has been using his full arts to mask the truth. The other secrets has he been keeping. Explain yourself. I live to serve you, sir. I work for the good of us all. How can you lie to your fellow gnomes be good? Some things are best kept secret, even from your king. Occasionally, enough. How can I trust a gnome who hides things from me? Gnome can blame you for what you do not know. This is not how I will. Larvae, you are no longer my advisor. Leave this place. I don't know you believe they can rule without someone like me. Alright, so he's like uh, trying to keep power and control over people. The entire kingdom will crack and no one will become a joke. Circle, so be it. I'll be watching. And Glorfy left. And so Glorfy left. He is rumored to have eventually traveled with some companions to a place they call Arpasandra, and have heard nothing more but more rumors about them since. So that's what's this Arpasandra place, anyways? Nobody knows for certain. Some are risky, I suppose. The rumor is that they are founding his new home. Larfy uses magics to shred the city. In midst, Portandra may not exist at all. However, I suspect that Larfy is still around one way or another. What do you think that? Just call it gnomish intuition. So the machine Brimstail has found, that one that Upnik built to stop Larfy's illusions. Do you know how it worked? I never studied it, but I believe elven magic, so it must have some crystal discs. Here, take this. Maybe it'll help you. Okay, thank you. So here's one of the crystal discs. Let's see. Oh, and you may see a lazy toad Brimstail tell him that he needs information to come by himself. I'll do that. All right. So let me just see something here. Grab. All right. I'm gonna see if he gave me another one, but no. I think you got more from the guy in Brimstone in the cave. So and that was a long dialogue. That's why I said about the old non-voice activated quest. There's a lot of dialogues to read. It becomes kind of for me it's tiring reading so much, but some people enjoy reading, so it goes. Uh, Here is the cave. Um, that was from the Eagle's Peak. So here we go. Brimstone. If you, every little hazel made told me all sorts of interesting things. Ah, thank you for this. What did I tell you? He's telling me quite a story. You may want to take notes. Excellent. I like a good story. Right on. So you tell us the whole story, and we'll still take notes. So it's an anti-illusion. Look at that. Yeah, this shows in the video I'm looking at. This here, the shadow. Don't you know anything? So, the glamour of type of enchantment or magical effect. Oh yes, it does have glamour, and it seems to use the crystal disc. You know, don't install the disc Hazelmore gave you. Oh, the crystal disc. I may have a few of those in the drawer here somewhere. What's that? Something just moved behind you. Wait, so I'll stop banging these. What happened to the machine? It's broken. Something strange is afoot. I sense sabotage. So repair. Right, this might be where you need the lugs. Alright, and the sap and the mudroom. You look at the machine. There's two main wooden parts that need to be repaired. Looks like you need maple and oak. And it looks like you, to complete the repair also as if something is stuck together by some kind of resin-based glue that smells like pine and contains flecks of gray powder that glint and sparkle in a magical way. You think that some sort of skill in construction level 5 and the standard construction tools to repair the machine. Alright, so let me see. Grind the. Um, Alright, so use the magic glue. Okay, grind mud rune and use it on. Alright, so click the mud rune. You have the option to grind. So then use the ground mud rune on the sap and then repair. or for somehow the player automatically knows how to repair the machine. So it's one of the funny parts of this quest, I guess. I'm gonna move this outbow out of the way for now. And, talk to Brimstail. Alright, talk to him, please. Alright, what can I do? I fixed the machine. Alright, so we can drop these and talk to him. Alright, we can do it a few times. And now I can pick up all of these. We should have enough of an assortment. There's also an exchanger, uh, so you can exchange some if you need to. Let's see what I can work out with what we have here. Alright, so we need 6. Alright, so 6 can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we need alright, so we need one item that gives 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need either an indigo circle or an orange triangle. There's a way to advance this thing. The indigo circle or an orange triangle. Wait, that might be it. Except, alright, orange triangle. Here we go. So orange triangle, because this is 1, 3, 4, and 5. So this is 2, 6, 8, and 10. So this is 2 times. So 2 times 3 is 6. So there we go. Alright, let's see. I got the number correctly, so let's see what's going on here. Alright, machine. Unlock the machine to view the desired number. If necessary, use the exchanger to equal the number. Refer to the conversion chart. We already know how to find the number. Unlock the machine with the correct values. Click the small green square to submit the disk. Okay, that does it. So, alright, so 18, 6, and 17. So 18. So it goes into 18. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Alright. And then so, 6 again. So I need another either orange or so I need another one here. So let me put a large disc in there. So I need indigo circle or orange triangle. There's an orange triangle, so I'll accept that. Where's the 18? Here. Oh wait, I need 2 of them to make 6. I need 2. Alright, so I'm gonna do addition. Let me see if I can get break some more of these down. Let's see, I have 4 of these. Let me break some of those down. Alright, yeah, 2 of those I want to do. Alright, so 18. Alright, and then this is 1 times 3, so 3 plus 3 is 6. Alright. There you go. Alright, so this is 3 items that equal 17. Alright, so a little harder because you have to do 3. So 3, 6, 9. So this is over. So 4. This is 10. So 4. 5 times that's 14. I would need a 3. So I'll need a third red. So let me break some more down. There's another one, so let's use that. Alright, 18, where's my 18? Let's change. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, right here, this one, 6 times 3 is 18. Alright, that's 1. And then 6, 3, and then 3, so 3 plus 3 and 6. Alright, and then 2 times 5 is 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right, so see how that's done. We need to use all 3 slots. Here to total 17, it adds them up. Here you need to use 2 slots added up for 6. And here you need to have 1 item that gives 18. Your numbers will be different, so sorry, you need to do math in this game. So click OK, and then it should unlock. It's working. I need to work it out. I'll make a major idea. Wait, what's happening? Eek. What on earth? You know, there's something very wrong with here. So disconnect and attack evil creature. And then talk to Bones. What can I do for you? I got the machine. What I need to do now? Alright. Well, seeing that Izzy was not so good after all, how awful, how mysterious. So this illusion of our Polisandras went so much to conceal a pet that was cute enough. What did Where did you find this one? Izzy just wandered into my cave. He was cute and friendly, so I kept him. He seemed very curious, so I used to watch him do my research. I like companions of research. This lonely work. So he's been keeping an eye on what you do, important and magical details. I suppose it has. I hadn't thought of it like that. I'm sure I've seen other creatures like that. Where I think King Narnod has one, and I think I saw one by the gates, and a few more wandering around. And all the places to keep an eye on what's going on in the stronghold. Oh my goodness, I'm starting to understand where you're going with this. Yes, there may be spies watching us with those creepy red eyes, and uh, they may have told someone what was going on with the machine. So, so that horrible thing was listening to us all along. You'd better tell the king what's going on. All right. So now we're at the crux of the quest. All right. So the all right. Next, let's do. We're supposed to call 6 of them. So I'll talk to the king first. If you haven't noticed that creature, you have something different. Well, yes, what's going on? I think it's a long story, but the short version is the Prosandran gnomes have planted these creatures as spies to watch what's going on in the stronghold. What? That's outrageous. I have reactivated a machine that was built by Uknuk that dispels illusions, and now these creatures are our true form are revealed. Glouphrie, now we know what he has been up to all these years. God, never trust a mage. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's only through Brimstails and my researches that we establish what's going on. Well, all these creatures must be removed. We cannot allow personas to spy on us anymore. How many of these are there? I don't know, sir. We'll find them and dispatch them right on. So that's 3. Top of the gantry, present. Alright, wait. Climb up. Top floor. Right here. I see that. Now climb bottom floor. Alright, and then. Alright, so the one that was near Brimstail, near King Nano, top of the grand tree, right, in the giant tortoise pen northwest of the grand tree, northwest of the grand tree. Okay, south of the Spirit Tree by the utility course. I got that one when I was heading there. And the last one is by the main gate, southeast from Brimstail's cave. I think outside. There, outside. There's a note that says, make sure it's dead before you go back inside. And the same thing in the Grand Tree. For the two that are in the Grand Tree, make sure it's dead before you. For the one that's by the king, make sure it's dead before you go up the stairs, and the one at the top, make sure it's dead before you go back down the stairs. So those were the notes. Alright, so we turn to the king. Interesting. The king completes the quest. Or attack to the king. I get final those spies. Yes, there were 6 in total. Thank goodness. Thank you for your help. I'm still also telling me helped them a lot finding out what was going on. I did all the hard work. Getting others to do the donkey work seems to be a skill mages develop well. So what will you do now? Well, I have many things to think about. Why are the Arposandrons spying on us, and what are they planning? Certainly worrying. Whoever sabotaged the machine couldn't help, but uh, couldn't have been far from here. Are those gnomes who also have spies? Indeed, there is another thing that worries me. If you find out more, I'm willing to investigate. That may be useful. Thanks again. I will call for your help again. And before you leave, I found something you might like. What's this? It was passed down from king to king. It belonged to Uknuk. He proclaimed that only a hero of the gnomes should have it. I think that you count as a hero since you, looking into Uknuk, you might be able to work out what it is. He hands you a small crystal seed. I wonder what it does. I'm sure your magical research skills will help you. Good luck. Alright, so now we have the crystal trinket. Alright, and I'll show you that in a moment. We have 2 quest points, 12,000 magic experience, 2,500 woodcutting experience, 6,000 woodcrafting experience, 250 construction experience, magical crystal seed, and the ability to use crystal singing bowls. Hint, hint, crystal singing bowls, crystal seed. Alright, I'll show you that in a minute. And 2 treasure hunter keys. So that got me. Oh, that got me the room crafting level. That was one that was training slower for me, and it got me 51 mage. So, all right. So, all right. They changed this interface again since the last quest. That's funny. They changed these things. All right. Use this one and that one. Yeah, that's good. All right. So. I'm gonna put everything rune crafting because I want to get that up. Alright, so that's the quest complete and I claim the rewards. However, as I promised, I'm gonna show you what to do with the seed. Alright, back to his cave. Alright, alright, so now you'll notice when we turn on the anti-illusionary device, you'll see that there's now a bridge that was concealed, but it's now available to walk across. So you actually have to click on walk across, and you have to click on the one that's right in front of you, not the other one. So if you inspect it, you get the same message as before. If you right click singing glass, right, and then uh, it turns the crystal trinket into a crystal za, right, and then that has 28 charges, so you can use that 28 times to give you a boost, uh, 2 levels higher in construction. So my construction is 84, so I can make things that are level 86 that require a saw to make. So uh, flat packs, furniture locations, things like that. So that's we're going to be using that in the construction video. When after I get a critical mass of quest, then we'll be doing some advanced skilling videos. So look out for those. All right, so this quest is complete. I will see you in the next video.